Israel has a new Shin Bet chief, David Zini, an outsider with decades of military experience. Cabinet clears his controversial appointment amid political firestorms and opposition vows to remove him. As Netanyahu hails his leadership and Herzog stresses national security, Zini steps into a turbulent agency. Will his outsider status bring reform or ignite deeper divisions? Israel's full cabinet unanimously approved the appointment of David Zini as the new head of the Shin Bet, the country's internal security agency. Zini, a former IDF general, is set to begin his 5-year tenure on October 5, 2025. The decision comes amid ongoing tensions following the Hamas attacks on October 7, 2023. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu praised Zini's appointment, stating that the reality after Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack mandated a new Shin Bet head that comes from outside the ranks of the organization, according to a statement from the Prime Minister's office. Speaking at the opening of the cabinet meeting and upon his return from Washington, Netanyahu said Zini was the right man for the job.
Today we are going to appoint Major General David Zini to the position of head of the Shin Bet. I have been very impressed with him over the years, and I have known him for many years. His various positions in the IDF and his various positions in the IDF in which he worked closely with the Shin Bet. I have also seen his determination, his leadership, his ability to think outside the box, and to see things before they arise, and I think he is the right man to lead the Shin Bet. Someone who knows the system but is not in it. I have no doubt that he will have great success, and I am sure that everyone supports him. This success is important for the security of all Israeli citizens.
The Senior Appointments Advisory Committee approved Zini's candidacy despite questions over Netanyahu's ability to propose a candidate while his advisors face investigations over alleged ties to Qatar. Zini's appointment has stirred controversy due to his self-described messianic views and past statements critical of Israel's judicial system, which some officials say could undermine the agency's credibility. Reports indicate that several senior Shin Bet officers have threatened to resign if he assumes leadership. President Isaac Herzog welcomed the appointment, emphasizing the vital role of the Shin Bet in protecting Israeli society amid ongoing threats.
David Zini brings with him decades of rich and varied experience as a warrior and commander in the defense of Israel and its citizens. In these tense and threatened days, when even today innocent Israelis were brutally attacked in a terrorist act, it is important for all of us to remember how vital the Shin Bet's functioning is to protect Israeli society, its security, and its values.
The Attorney General's office has stipulated that Zini must consult the Shin Bet's legal advisor before handling any matters linked to Netanyahu's personal or political concerns, citing past requests made by the Prime Minister to former agency heads. As Israel prepares for Zini's tenure, analysts note that appointing an outsider could signal a shift in the agency's approach, aiming to inject new operational thinking and independence at a critical moment for national security. Born in Jerusalem in 1974 to a religious Zionist family, David Zini spent over 3 decades in the Israel Defense Forces, reaching the rank of Major General. He commanded the Golani Brigade's 51st and 12th Battalions, the elite Eagles unit, and went on to found and lead the IDF's Commando Brigade. His combat record spans major operations in Gaza and Lebanon, including Cast Lead, Protective Edge, and the Battle of Shuja'iyah. He also headed the IDF's Training and Doctrine Command, shaping frontline tactics for Israel's volatile borders. Zini's appointment follows the resignation of outgoing Shin Bet chief Ronen Bar and has already stirred debate. Critics highlight his lack of an intelligence background, his religious rhetoric, and fears of politicizing Shin Bet. Supporters, including Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Isaac Herzog, hail his proven leadership and commitment to Israel's security. Zini was first nominated by Netanyahu as head of the agency in May, following the controversial ouster of former chief Ronen Bar. Bar had been dismissed by cabinet vote on March 21st based on Netanyahu's assertion that he had lost confidence in the Shin Bet chief's ability to do the job in the wake of the October 7th attack. The Democrats' alliance chairman, Yair Golan, pledged on September 30th that if voted to power, he would oust Zini as Shin Bet chief. Golan, in a post on X, said,
"We will examine every appointee of this government, and if they deviate from the democratic path, we will replace them. We will appoint people who will serve the kingdom and not the king. Democracy loyalists who act according to the law for the benefit of all Israeli citizens and the State of Israel."
Golan, as per the Times of Israel, called Zini's candidacy tainted by extraneous considerations.
Zini's candidacy was tainted by extraneous considerations, and the only quality that makes him the one chosen for the position by the Prime Minister is the belief that he will grant him exemption from investigations in the Qatar affair.
Responding to Golan, former Prime Minister of Israel, Naftali Bennett, who is planning to run again in the coming elections, defended Zini. In a post on X, he said,
"In the government of correction that will be established, every office holder will be measured and judged according to his actions for the state, and not according to the prejudices of politicians or the media. Everyone indeed understands that the appointment process was crooked, not due to Zini's fault. But from the moment that Major General David Zini is duly appointed, he is the head of the Shin Bet of the State of Israel, and I wish him success in this national and vital role."
As David Zini steps into his new role, all eyes will be on how this outsider navigates the Shin Bet amid political tensions, security threats, and a nation on edge.